Why do you fall in the forward direction when a moving bus brakes to stop? Fall backwards when it accelerates from rest. There are two questions. One question is when the bus is stopping, why we are falling forward, and when the bus is suddenly starting, when the bus is suddenly accelerating from rest, why we are falling backward. Before discussing about this one, you need to understand what is inertia. Inertia is the inability of an object to change its state of rest or uniform motion. All objects are having a tendency to continue its state of rest or state of motion. It is not ready to change from the state of rest as well as state of motion. For example, if you are standing inside the bus and the bus is suddenly stopping, what is going to happen? The bus has been stopped, but your body is not ready to stop. It will continue. It will try to continue its state of motion. That's why you are falling forward. When the bus suddenly stops, we will fall forward because of inertia of motion. Our body is trying to continue its state of motion. That's why we are falling forward. Suddenly, the bus is moving. What is going to happen? We will fall backward, right? What is the reason behind it? The reason is very simple. When we are standing inside the bus is not moving. The bus is also at rest. Suddenly the bus is moving, but our body will try to continue its state of rest. So we will fall backward. Inertia of rest. When the bus suddenly accelerates from rest, we will fall backward because of inertia of rest. A constant force acts on an object of mass 5 kg for duration of 2 seconds. It increases the object's velocity from 3 meter per second to 7 meter per second. Find the magnitude of applied force. Now, if the force was applied for the duration of 5 seconds, what would be the final velocity of the object? We are considering an object. The mass of object is 5 kg and the velocity was 3 meter per second. When we are applying a force, the velocity changing into 7 meter per second. The first velocity was 3 meter per second. When we are applying a force, the velocity is changing to 7 meter per second. And the time duration is 2 seconds. The force is applying for the duration of 2 seconds. How we can find acceleration of this object? To find the force, we need acceleration, right? First, we are writing given values in the question. We need to find force. What is equation for force? F equal to ma. But we don't know the value of a. We need to find that a. How we can find the value of a? There is an equation for acceleration. Acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t. What is the value of v? V is 7 meter per second. What is the value of u? U is 3 meter per second. What is the value of t? 2 seconds. We are substituting all the values in this equation. Then a will be equal to 7 minus 3 by 2. It will be 4 by 2. What is 4 by 2? It is 2. And a is equal to 2 meter per second square. Now we got the value of a. We can write it here. Now we can find the force. Force F equal to ma. Instead of mass we can give 5. Instead of a we can give 2. Then it will be F equal to 5 into 2. F equal to 10 Newton. That is the force exerted on that object. But the question is not over. Find the magnitude of applied force. We got the value. Now if the force was applied for a duration of 5 seconds, we need to change this t to 5 seconds. What would be the final velocity of the object? The same force. We are applying the same force, 10 Newton. Now we can write the given values. Force is 10 Newton. U, initial velocity is 3 meter per second. We need to find final velocity. Time is equal to 5 seconds. The force is applying for the duration of 5 seconds. How we can find the final velocity? There is an equation for v. V is equal to u plus at. What is the value of u? U is 3 meter per second. What is the value of a? What is the value of a? We need to find the value of a, right? We don't know the value. There is an equation F equal to ma. And from that equation we can make an equation for a. What is equation for a? A is equal to F by m. What is the value of F? 10 Newton. What is the value of m? 5 kg. It will be a is equal to 10 by 5 equal to 2 meter per second square. Now we are giving that value here. Now we got the value of a. Now we are going to substitute all the values in this equation. Equation for v is equal to u. Equation for v is u plus at. V is equal to, instead of u we can give 3, instead of a we can give 2, instead of t we can give t. It will be v equal to 3 plus 2 into 5. It will be v equal to 3 plus 10. v is equal to 13 meter per second. That is the final velocity when we are applying the same force for the duration of 5 seconds. Which would require a greater force, accelerating at 2 kg of mass at 5 meter per second square or 4 kg of mass at 2 meter per second square. There are two cases. There are two masses and two acceleration. So there are two cases, accelerating a 2 kg of mass at 5 meter per second square and accelerating a 4 kg of mass at 2 meter per second square. So we are considering two cases. Here m equal to 2 kg, in this case m equal to 4 kg. In this case acceleration is equal to 5 meter per second square, in this case acceleration is equal to 2 meter per second square. How we can find the force? Force equal to ma, F equal to ma, that's our equation, and we are substituting this value 2 into 5, it is 10 Newton. Here also we are substituting this equation, F equal to ma is our equation, and 4 into 2, 8 Newton. Accelerating at 2 kg of mass at 5 meter per second square would require a greater force. Now we can go for the next numerical, next problem. A motor car is moving with a velocity of 108 km per hour and it takes 4 seconds to stop after the brakes are applied. Calculate the force exerted by the brakes on the motor car if its mass along the passengers is 1000 kg. The mass is given, there's a car, and this car is moving, and after some time because of the brake it is stopping. It is stopping means the final velocity will be 0 meter per second. It is stopping within 4 seconds and mass is 1000 kg and initial velocity, the car was moving with a velocity of 108 km per hour. Initial velocity is 108 km per hour. We need to find the force applied by the brakes, force exerted by the brakes, that we need to find. How we can find that? There's an equation for force, F equal to ma, right? First we are writing all the given values in the question. V is equal to 0 meter per second because it is stopping. T is equal to 4 seconds, mass equal to 1000 kg, U equal to 108 km per hour. We need to convert this km per hour into meter per second. How we can convert that? We can multiply it by 5 by 18. U equal to 108 into 5 by 18. It's a shortcut for that, and we can cancel this 18 and 108. It will be 6. 6 into 5 is equal to 30 meter per second. Now we got all the values. Equation for force is F equal to ma, and we don't know the value of A. We need to find that. How we can find? A is equal to V minus U upon T. Instead of U we can use, instead of V we can use 0, instead of V we can use 30, and instead of T we can use 4 seconds. And it will be minus 30 by 4. 0 minus 30 minus 30. And A is equal to minus 7.5 meter per second square. Then after that we can substitute this equation, substitute all the values in this equation. What is the value of m? M is 1000 kg and acceleration is minus 7.5 meter per second square. 1000 into minus 7.5, it is minus 7500 Newton. We are applying force, we are applying brake against the movement. That's why there is a negative sign. The negative sign indicates that the force exerted by the brakes is opposite to the direction of motion of the motor car. A force of 5 Newton gives a mass m1 an acceleration of 10 meter per second square and mass m2 an acceleration of 20 meter per second square. What acceleration would it give if both masses were tied together? Here there are 3 cases. First one, force equal to 5 Newton and mass equal to m1, we don't know the mass, acceleration is 10 meter per second square. And here in second case, force equal to 5 Newton and mass equal to m2, we don't know the value of mass, and acceleration is 20 meter per second square. How we can find the mass? Mass m is equal to F by A, that is equation F equal to ma. We are changing that equation, m equal to F by A. What is the value of F? 5. What is the value of A? 10. We are substituting that value. M1 is equal to M1 equal to 5 by 10. It will be 0.5 kilogram. Here M equal to F by A and force is 5 Newton and acceleration is 20 meter per second square and M is M2. 5 by 20, it will be 0.25 kilogram. In third case, we need to tie these two masses together. Then we need to find the acceleration. What acceleration would it give if both the masses were tied together? mass equal to m1 plus m2, and it will be 0.5 plus 0.25, 0.75 kilogram. Then how we can find acceleration? The same force we are applying. A is equal to F by m. What is the force here? 5 Newton. The same force by total mass is 0.75 kilogram. 5 by 0.75 is equal to 6.67 meter per second square. The acceleration is 6.67 meter per second square. Subscribe our channel for getting instant notification of sample paper solution, and support us for providing free online classes to everyone. www.winpointonlineclasses.com